What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. So one superhero July blockbuster is now out in theaters. It's dropped. Of course, we're talking about Superman. We've been talking about Superman all weekend long. All right. It seems like a week of Superman coverage. I want to move on to something else. Let's talk about this potential dumpster fire, the Fantastic Four first steps. Starting to ratchet up their marketing. All right. So they're now on the cover of Time magazine, as Joe Blow has the article. And they got a lot of images here. There's Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. And yeah, what they've done is they have, him in his regular clothes and then him in his, Fantastic Four little punk blue uniform. This just looks weak. I'm sorry. This little sweater uniform, I don't know what this is, but it doesn't look good, okay? Sue Storm looks better in hers. I'll be honest. Sue Storm looks absolutely great in her uniform, and in this little, red out number. Wow, nice. Okay. And then you got Ben Grimm as the Thing, okay, and his two shots, and then Johnny Storm, Human Torch, and then his two shots. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, hey, DA, I got a question for you. Why is Sue Storm seemingly on this cover, all right? Why is she on the cover and not Reed Richards? Well, Sue Storm's the leader of the Fantastic Four, didn't you know? Didn't you know that Sue Storm is the leader of the team? All right. I love this headline by Screen Rant. The Fantastic Four replaces Reed Richards with a new leader fans never saw coming. Yeah, right, man. We saw this shit coming a mile away, 2 miles away, 100 miles away. Are you kidding me, man? We are in the girl boss era. This is exactly what we expected. Like, never saw it coming. It's like, I would have been shocked if it was Reed Richards leading the team. All right, that would have been the surprising thing. But yeah, they're talking about Sue Storm leading the team. And I don't know if you guys had caught this. Wes from Thinking Critical had posted this up on X. In Fantastic Four 1, Sue Storm suddenly calls herself the leader. Not because it fits the story, but because the movie's coming. Reed got demoted off panel, and the plot got boxed in by a force field along with logic and canon. Yeah, so in this panel right here, and we can go ahead and check this out, all right? We'll zoom in on this. So you can say, hey, where does she say that she's the leader, all right? Where is it said that Sue Storm is the leader? Here it is right here. And that's me, Sue Storm, the invisible woman. I bend light and energy, and I make force fields with my mind. I lead the team, all right? So there's no mistaking what's happening here. Sue Storm is talking. She's on the panel. I lead the team. We're the Fantastic Four. All right, there it is. Again, in case anybody's curious, where's this coming from? It's in the comic book. And now look, this isn't just some tie-in comic. You know how sometimes they'll have like a movie drop and it'll be like a little companion comic that goes along with it? No. This is canon, baby. All right. This is absolute canon now. This isn't just a movie tie-in. Somebody had also posted this up right here. This is another piece from the comic, all right? I think this is like from that exact tie-in comic, but nevertheless, look how they got Sue Storm and the Fantastic Four displayed in here, okay? So some kind of fight going on here at the top says, Moper, you're the Moper, you're the Moper. So that's Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm, having at it like they do. Here's Reed Richards. That's Pedro Pascal. Clearly Pedro Pascal.
Sue, little help? A Susan? A Dr. Storm?
So apparently this dude can't handle shit without Sue Storm. All right. He can't break up some little fight without Sue Storm. Sue Storm's over here getting to work handling business, and Reed Richards is out here basically playing the nanny, trying to break up a fight. And then Sue says, I think you should see this. And then they go over here. Oh, you unbelievable children. So yeah, that's what we're doing with Reed Richards now, okay? That's what we're doing with Reed Richards. Now, if you're all quite finished, there's trouble in Manhattan. And Reed's sitting over there with the rest of these idiots, Human Torch and the Thing, looking like a little kid in trouble. All right? That's Sue, man. Sue's the leader. She's the only one that can handle business. That's where we are right now with the Fantastic Four. This shit is weak. Weak. Super weak. They demasculated the smartest man in the universe. The smartest man in the universe, y'all. Reed Richards, the Chad leader of the Fantastic Four. They have made this dude a straight bitch. And they have no problem trying to, man, here it is. We'll put it in the comics. So it's canon. All right. So this little weak sauce, this little bitch made Reed Richards right here is straight canon now. That's what they're doing. And so when you're sitting back wondering, hey, DA, how come the Fantastic Four box office ain't doing too well? You'll know the answer. Now, they're saying that the projections are steadier than Superman's, and that might be true. You know, Superman was like all over the place. It was all the way up to like 185, and now it's down to 95, up to 150, down to 120. Settled in at 125 for the opening weekend. I think Superman has a lot of problems overseas. All right, the character isn't playing well overseas. How will the Fantastic Four do? That's the big question, all right? Steady box office, we'll see. Box office theory, all right? They got it at 125 million. They're saying basically it's going to line up about where Superman is. Listen, I think Marvel right now is a little bit nervous, especially after watching all of the numbers come up for Superman. If you go to Superman, it's like, yeah, popcorn meter is solid. Tomato meter is solid. Fans seem to be liking this, all right? Good word of mouth. And yet the box office was just kind of ho-hum, 125 million, that's it. And not doing especially well overseas. How much weight does the Marvel Cinematic Universe still have? All right. How much goodwill have they built up so that Fantastic Four can possibly get to this number? Because I have a feeling it's going to come in less than this. Yeah. Like if you're talking about building momentum going forward, all right, we need forward momentum. If you're talking about building momentum in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2025, you haven't built any. All right. It's been trash, flop, epic fail, flop, trash. You know, the last one being Ironheart. I still think Ironheart is the what the fuck, but all right, whatever. Okay. But now this is the big release of the year. Your biggest release of the year, Fantastic Four. And it's coming off of absolutely no momentum, no goodwill, no nothing. It's just been one disaster after another in 2025. Look, in my opinion, if Marvel doesn't get at least like $750 million out of the Fantastic Four, maybe 700, let's say $700 million. It has to hit. It has to be bigger than what we all expect it to be, because we're all thinking it's going to come in somewhere under 500 million. That's how we're all feeling right now, you know, because Marvel is just not it no more. People ain't rocking with Marvel like they used to. Back in like 2012 through 2016, when Marvel was at its absolute apex, before we got to the last parts of phase 3, man, Marvel was doing great. You could put any movie out there and it was going to blow up. It was going to do numbers. We ain't there no more, brother. It's over. It's over. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to drop one of these. This flop. I'm getting ready. But, yeah, I mean, and I think Marvel is starting to feel like some of the pinch, all right? They're starting to get a little bit nervous because when you come over here to their Twitter page or X, every single day, it seems like it's a new clip, all right? This is the Time Magazine stuff, okay? New Time Magazines. But, look, a new clip.
Are we safe?
Every day is another clip. Like, why are you guys clipping us to death, man? It is Clip City over here. The day before, here's another clip. All right, this one he's talking about Galactus. This one he's talking to the Silver Surfer. It's like, what are y'all doing right now, Marvel? They're nervous. It's like they have to sell you on this movie. We got a clip. Here's another clip. Did you see the last clip? Good. Watch this clip. It's like they're still trying to convince people to go watch the Fantastic Four. Dante from Verbal Riot said, I need one trailer, one teaser trailer, one normal official trailer, and then that's it. And I'm in agreement. Why you guys keep sending us all of these clips? At this point, we've seen half the movie. All right, more clips. Look, every day it's a clip, another clip every day. All right, for the last 3 days, clip. And then if you go back even further, you'll see, you know, there's some red carpet stuff, selling lotions and weird shit. Like, what are they doing? Mirage gloves? I didn't even see these. Oh my goodness, man. It's just they're doing too much, man. I think the marketing for these superhero movies, Superman included, have just been dreadful. It's like they're trying too hard. It's like, you know, when you're trying to talk to a girl and it's like at some point in time, you just need to shut up. Like, just let your game do the talking for you, all right? You've already talked to her. You spat your game at her. Now you just got to fall back and just let it happen, all right? That's what Marvel needs to do right now. Marvel, y'all been spitting game in our ear. And look, if we ain't feeling you, we ain't feeling you, all right? Reject it, all right? That's how it is, man. You don't always go home with a date at the end of the night, man. But yeah, all of this marketing, man, it's just too much. In my opinion, Marvel, look, here go another clip. This was like a trailer, a full-on trailer. It's just too much, all right? And then you got this dude. Look at this shit. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Yeah, they had some music. I was going to play it, but they got music associated with it. But, I mean, he's not that dude, all right? He doesn't make me want to watch the movie. He makes me want to not watch the movie. Sheesh, they picked the wrong person for Reed Richards, all right? They picked the wrong person. But look, hey, get this. He ain't the leader anyway. He ain't the leader anyway, all right? Why y'all talking about this secondary character, all right? You should be talking about Sue, the leader of the team, all right? Too funny, man. Anyway, what do y'all think about this, man? Are you excited? All right, Superman is in the books. If you saw it, you saw it. If you haven't seen it, you might want to see it. I don't know. I did my review. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Very, very high mid movie. I still got to go and see it a second time and see if that score changes. Some people it's changed. But now when it comes to this, look, I'm not interested in seeing this at all. I'll go see it. But if I had it any other way, you know, if I didn't have this stuff, I'd be like, bruh, I'm good. I'm not watching this shit. I'll wait for this to come on some other shit, or I'll straw hat Luffy it. All right. Sometimes that's what you do. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.